Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my Marvel Spider-Man Spectacular Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the first day mission, and much like the previous one, we're now going to be playing as somebody else. This mission is a little bit better than the last one though, because you start it out as being Spider-Man. You know the guy that you bought the game for? Yeah. You know the guy that you barely play as? Yeah, that guy. Well, we're playing as him on this mission, thank God. We're going to fight some thugs, and then we're going to play as a future Spider-Man, which the game pretty heavily foreshadows. I don't know anything about Miles because I'm not up to date on Spider-Man stuff. I think that the kid is perfectly fine. He's got generally a very similar story to Peter, and he's kind of maybe a new, hipper, more trendy, more up-to-date version of Spider-Man. I think the most societally important aspect of him is, of course, that he's black, and black heroes perhaps underrepresented in a lot of the hero pantheon, and a lot more of that is coming forward to the front. But I don't understand why he's in the game. I really don't, because this is the first Spider-Man game. Is there anything wrong with focusing on Peter Parker? Other than his white privilege, maybe? Like, I feel like we could have focused on Peter Parker without needing Miles in it, but they chose to do it, and truth be told, the Miles sections, once again, are very simplistic and completely unnecessary and ruin the pacing of the game, but the one against Rhino makes sense, because it's a bit more interesting than just moving past boxes and broken glass and stuff, but it still compounds into this issue that I feel like they've gone for too much Spider-Man in this Spider-Man while delivering like frustratingly low amounts of Spider-Man. So not only are they developing two separate Spider-Mans, but you also spend a terrifyingly large amount of the game not playing as Spider-Man, which is really strange. But in the second game, I'm really hoping now with the way that they have presented this, that you flip between Miles and Peter Parker. It could even be maybe them in two different cities, which would be really cool. I don't know where Miles lives in his timeline or whatever, but if he was in one city, Peter was in another city, and then they teamed up at the end of the game to retake something, and you could jump between them and do all kinds of double takedowns and stuff, a little bit like in Arkham Knight. That could be really cool. But as it stands, I've got no idea where they're going. I just hope in the next game you can actually bloody play as Spider-Man.